when you embark on the entrepreneur's path, be prepared to say goodbye to the traditional 9 to 5 schedules. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you my personal experience of transitioning from a corporate job to becoming an entrepreneur. It was a decision that changed my life, and I hope that by sharing my story, you can learn valuable insights and gain the confidence to pursue your own entrepreneur's dreams. So let's dive right in. If you are new here, please consider subscribing and turning on the notification bell so you won't miss any of my future videos. My name is Korianne, and I'm excited to share more of my real estate investment journey with you. When I found myself laid off from my corporate job, I realized that I didn't want my personal finances to be controlled by someone else anymore. At that time, I was married and didn't have any children, which made our personal expenses manageable with a single income. Fortunately, we didn't have any personal debts apart from our mortgage, which gave me the freedom to consider taking risk and exploring entrepreneurship. To ensure a smooth transition, I assessed our finances and make sure I had enough savings to sustain myself for at least 2 years while pursuing a new career path. If for some reason it does not work out, I do not feel stressed about finance, and I can always go back to another high-tech job. This step provided me with a safety net and a peace of mind, knowing that I have enough time to give my entrepreneur's venture a fair chance. Next, I took a deep dive into understanding my personal skill sets and passions. I identified activities that I genuinely enjoy and didn't feel like work to me. For instance, I discovered that I love working with numbers and found joy in helping others. These self-reflections helped me narrow down my search for a perfect entrepreneur's opportunity that aligned with my strength and interests. Now, let's talk about the steps you should consider before embarking on your own entrepreneur journey. I encourage you to reflect on your own circumstances and aspirations. If you're contemplating entrepreneurship, here are a few steps you can take. Number one is assess your financial situation. Determine if you have enough savings to support yourself during the initial stage of your entrepreneur's journey. Having a safety net will give you a peace of mind and enable you to focus on building your business. Step 2 is identify your passions and strengths. Take the time to understand what truly brings you joy and where your talents lie. Finding an entrepreneur's path that aligns with your passions and leverage your strengths will increase your chance of success and fulfillment. Step 3 is research and network. Dive deep into your choosing industry, learn from experts, and connect with like-minded individuals. Building a network of mentors, collaborators, and potential customers will provide you with valuable insight and support along the way. I was grateful to find a seasoned mortgage broker to be my mentor. I paid for the mentorship for him to train me on the mortgage business, and at the same time, I offered to work for him for free so that I could learn about the in and out of the mortgage business. I was able to open my own mortgage company right after training and working with him. Number 4 is embrace the multifaceted role of a new entrepreneur. As you embark on your journey as a new entrepreneur, it's crucial to prepare yourself for the multitude of roles you will be taking on. Unlike a corporate job, where responsibilities are often compartmentalized, as an entrepreneur, you will find yourself wearing many hats. Let's explore why embracing these varied roles is essential for your success. First and foremost, as a new entrepreneur, You will be visionary of your business. You will set directions, define your goals, and create a roadmap for success. This requires strategic thinking, planning, and the ability to adapt to unforeseen circumstances. Next, you will step into the shoes of a leader. As a driving force behind your venture, you will inspire and motivate your team. If you have one, leadership skills such as effective communications, delegations, and decision making will play a pivotal role in fostering a positive work culture and driving your business forward. In addition to being a visionary and a leader, you will also become the primary salesperson for your products or services. You will need to master the art of selling, whether it's pitching to potential client, negotiating a contract, or closing a deal. Building relationships, understanding customer needs, and articulating the value of what you offer will be key to growing your customer base. Lastly, never underestimate the importance of being a lifelong learner. As an entrepreneur, you will constantly face new challenges and opportunities. It's essential to stay up to date with industry trends, technological advancements, and best practices. Continuous acquiring knowledge and honing your skills will position you for long-term success. And the last step is expect working long hours. As an entrepreneur, it's crucial to understand the reality of the time commitment required to build a successful business. First and foremost, when you embark on the entrepreneur's path, be prepared to say goodbye to the traditional 9-to-5 schedules. Building a business from the ground up demands dedications and a willingness to put in the extra hours. You will find yourself working early mornings, late nights, and even weekends to get things done. Why do entrepreneurs work long hours? Well, there are a few key reasons. One is the sheer amount of work that needs to be accomplished. As a new business owner, you would likely to have to handle multiple responsibilities simultaneously, from developing your product or service to managing finances, marketing, sales, and customer support. The list goes on. Juggling this task effectively requires investing substantial time and effort. Additionally, in the early stage of your business, you may have limited resources and such as small team or budget. As a result, you will need to wear multiple hats and take on various roles yourself. While this can be challenging, it's also an opportunity for personal and professional growth. Another reason for working long hours is the sense of passion and commitment that drives entrepreneurs. When you are truly passionate about your business, it's natural to invest significant time and energy into it. You are driven by the desire to see your vision come to life and make a meaningful impact. It's important to note that working long hours doesn't equal to being productive or efficient. As an entrepreneur, you will need to prioritize tasks, delegate when possible, and streamline your processes. Focus on high-value activities that directly contribute to your business growth and success. Efficiency and effective time management are key to avoiding burnout and maintaining a healthy work-life balance. While working long hours can be demanding, it's crucial to take care of yourself both physically and mentally. Prioritize self-care, get enough sleep, exercise regularly, and spend time with loved ones. Remember that sustainable success is built on a foundation of well-being. Even with long hours in the office, I was able to spend 60 minutes taking care of my physical health daily in the old days. Remember, entrepreneurship is a challenging but rewarding path. It requires dedications, perseverance, and willingness to learn from both successes and failures. I hope my experience and the step I shared today inspire you to take the leap and pursue your own entrepreneur's dreams. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumb up and subscribe to my channel for more content in entrepreneurship, real estate investment, and personal finance. Also, feel free to leave a comment below if you have any questions or suggestions for future videos. Thank you for watching. Let's learn, invest, and make an impact. Ciao!